Hi everyone, welcome to Peace, Love, and Faith. This is your girl Kanisha, and today's video and topic is going to be on detachment. This was a requested video from one of my clients on how to detach from your twin flame, but this can be used for anything, whether it's detaching from the outcome of receiving a certain job that you desire, or just receiving a promotion, or whatever it is that you're really desiring, but you find you just continue to just think about it and obsess over it, and it just kind of makes you feel a little crazy. So I'm gonna go over why detachment is important, especially on your twin flame journey, how to do that, where to then put your focus. And so this video is going to be a little bit longer, so just so you have a heads up, and if you want to just kick back, relax, grab a notebook and something to write with, that would be great. So let's first talk about just why we attach to our twin flame or an outcome that we truly desire. And the main reason why we do this is because somewhere within us, we have a belief that we are lacking the thing that we desire. I practice non-radical attachment, and so when I find myself going into attachment mode, I have what most people would call an anxious attachment, but I'm letting go of that belief and I'm really allowing myself to ground into a secure attachment where I am not looking for anything outside of myself. I know that what I need is fully and completely within myself, and I go to God for it. So when we feel that we have this thing that we truly desire, what is really being shown to us is that that is what we need within ourselves. So if you desire a committed relationship with your twin flame and you feel that you do not have it, it is mirroring to you where you are not having a committed relationship with yourself. If you were having a committed relationship with yourself, you wouldn't be seeking commitment outside of yourself, because it would just be drawn to you and it would be a natural occurrence of your manifestation in your reality, because it's what you believe. But because you believe that you have to go out and get what you desire, or that you have to make things happen, this tends to happen on the divine feminine side, where they think they have to go out and get their union, or they have to look a certain way in order for their divine masculine to see them or want them. No, when you truly have the confidence within yourself, you will find that you will attract everything that you want. So in truth, what your desire is showing you is because you truly desire it so much, it's also reflecting to you that you believe that it's outside of you and that you are lacking it. When you let go of the belief that you are lacking what you want, it comes to you. This is why a lot of people say, as soon as I let it go and I stopped stressing about it and I just gave it to God or the universe, it came right in. Well, it's because you were no longer feeling lack. You were no longer feeling like you didn't have it and that you were searching and desiring for it. And so that's why it came to you, because you held this belief that I get everything that I want. I'm a divine being. I am a child of God, and what I want wants me. And when you have a desire in your heart, it was put there to let you know that it's already yours. And so instead of longing for it, just choose to know, oh, this desire is in my heart. It's because somewhere in some other parallel reality, it's already mine. So sit back, relax, receive. Now, the other reason why this is really important to detach from your twin flame or the circumstances or whatever it is that you want is because your energy and focus on that thing is actually repelling it away from you. When you think about energy and you focus on someone, you're pushing your energy out. And so when you're pushing that energy out, that thing that you want starts to move away because you're pushing on it. When you pull your energy in and focus on you, you actually bring it back to you, just like magnets. So your twin flame is magnetized to you when you are in your authentic divine power, when you are truly showing up as your divine self, when you are not seeking anything outside of you. And so when you bring that attention and focus back on you, and your twin flame is your perfect mirror, I'm gonna say this, When you want the mirror to smile at you, it can't unless you smile at it first. So if you smile at the mirror, it's gonna smile back at you. Just like your twin flame being your perfect mirror, when you do something, you will see them reflect it back to you. And so by them not communicating with you or ignoring you or telling you they don't want you or whatever it is, they are reflecting to you where you believe that you don't have the thing that you want. That is their job, is to show you where you're out of alignment with love, where you're holding on to an illusion. And so I will give you kind of an idea of what this means. I had this belief that my twin flame did not care about me, even though he has done many, many things to show that he does care about me. But there was something about communication. When he goes a few days or a few weeks without communicating with me, it feels like he genuinely just does not care. And I find myself attaching and wanting to reach out and getting nervous. And that's how I know there's still something within me that I need to heal, because I'm still looking outside for that attention, for that validation. And because he is my twin flame, he will ignore me because he is showing me where I'm ignoring myself by searching for something outside of myself instead of seeking it inside of myself. I hope that makes sense. So when I got really clear on what this was, I realized that my gurus, Jeff and Shalia Divine, actually had shared this with me in the last 2 years, where Jeff had pointed out to me that I was having an upset around loving and caring for all of God's children by living my life purpose and fully putting energy and time into my life purpose to share my gift. And then Shalia had brought it up to me where she had mentioned it felt like I just didn't care about them. But people who know me so well know that I deeply care. And I had to get clear on what was happening, since it was brought up in 3 different places, my twin flame being one of those places that's mirroring to me. I am the common denominator. This is a hard thing for a lot of people, is taking full responsibility of what's happening in your reality. And so when I realized that I am the common denominator, I am the one who is having this upset, I really started to mirror and recognize that as a child, my parents, the energy that they gave for caring for me was like, you're my kid, so I have to take care of you. Like, I will do the bare minimum. I'll make sure you have a roof over your head. I'll make sure you have food, and I will take care of your basic needs. But there was always this energy of it was a burden, and not because they genuinely wanted to. And that tends to happen when people have children young and unexpectedly. And so I found that I was doing that within myself, where I was just taking care of my basic needs because I had to, not because I genuinely cared about myself and I genuinely loved myself unconditionally. When I recognized this within myself, all of a sudden I was no longer upset with my twin flame. I was actually very grateful that he was mirroring it to me. And it actually had required me to need to detach first from the fact that he was the one giving me the gift of showing me this upset. A lot of the times we attach our upset to our twin flame, and that is inappropriate because they are only here to love you unconditionally. Their job is to trigger you and mirror to you where you're out of alignment. Me, with being out of alignment with caring for myself from a place of I have to, instead of a place of I get to. I have a privilege of being able to care for myself and love myself in the way that I deserve and desire to be loved. And as I do that for myself, guess who's going to mirror that back to me when it genuinely comes from a genuine place? My twin flame. So I didn't have to go get it from him. I had to give it to myself, and it is mirrored back to me. And so when you start to realize why they're doing these things, you can detach from putting them as the person who gave you the upset and recognizing that they're loving you unconditionally just by sharing it. So that is another reason why you want to detach from your twin flame, is because you will no longer associate this pain or these triggers with them. You'll see that they're actually loving you perfectly by bringing them up to you Once you heal it, they heal with you. They no longer mirror it to you. You're now chilling in harmony with your twin flame. Hence, harmonious twin flame union. Excuse me. And so it's really important to allow yourself to detach. The other reason why you want to detach from your twin flame is because you have a purpose. You have a purpose. Your purpose is to share your gift that God gave to you. For me, it's coaching. If I put all of my focus and attachment on my twin flame, who's going to be running my coaching business? Who's going to be doing all the things that is required in order to love my purpose? Not him. I have to. And so you desire to really put your focus on you so that you can be in a secure, loving, just a deep stability for yourself. So then when you do have your twin flame come into your life, it feels peaceful. You feel relaxed. It feels natural. And so you don't have to go out and get them or try to make something happen. Just surrender and do your inner work and allow it to come to you. So one of the things that I've come to recognize is when you detach, you attract. And this is, again, because you're not putting energy on it and repelling the thing that you want by putting all of your focus and energy on it. When I think of my twin flame, I send him blessings. I imagine giving him a hug. I wrap him in a gold bubble because I want him to be safe, and I surrender him to God. That's what I do. And I tend to pray for him throughout the day. But if I sat and thought, and I used to do this, this is why I'm saying this, when I would just sit and think about them all day and what is he doing and why hasn't he texted me, and trying to distract myself with all these other things, I was miserable. And then when I really started focusing on myself and having a daily schedule for myself, I get up every morning, I do the mirror exercise for about 30 minutes until I feel peaceful. I do my workout. I straighten up my room, I will shower, I will get ready for the day, I focus on my business. If I have my boys, then I'm focused on them and getting them breakfast and getting their day ready. But when you're really focused and busy on yourself, you don't have time to worry about what they're doing. And that's not your job either. You're not responsible for them, and it's not your responsibility or business to know what they're doing, okay? Unless you're married to them and in a fully completed, committed relationship, it ain't none of your business on what they're doing, all right? So put your business and focus back on you. And when you do that, you will find that you will attract them to you because they're like, oh, like all of her energy is not on me, or all of his energy is not on me. I'm gonna reach out and see how they're doing. And I also want you to really think about this. Have you ever had someone who just became very clingy, or just wanted your attention all the time, or just texting you all the time like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you thinking now? What are you up to now? It's a very repelling energy. When you are energetically thinking about them, they feel that too, because one, you guys are one at the core, and you share the same subconscious mind. So you're telepathically communicating to your twin flame all the time, even if you're not conscious of it. But if you're heavily thinking about it, they feel that. So it's really important that you redirect your energy back to you and really focus on what you need to be doing every day. My guru Jeff says you need to focus on the work of the day. And so when you really focus on the work of the day and you're truly present with yourself and you're truly focused on what you desire for your life, you're actually loving your union perfectly by putting your energy and time on God and yourself. And as you do that, you being one with your twin flame is actually you loving and putting attention and time on your union. But it is balanced, and it allows your twin flame to come to you. Now, the more that you really focus on you and you release attachment, I find that a lot of my clients get a little scared because they're like, I'm not thinking about them nearly as much. I don't miss them as much. I don't desire to have, I don't have this deep desire anymore. Have I done something wrong? Am I losing them? No, it's healthy. You're coming into balance. Yay. It's actually a really great thing, because if you're missing your twin flame, you're missing yourself somewhere, because they are you. They are one with you. And so what actually is happening is your consciousness is being purified. And in your consciousness, you already know that you are one. You already know they are yours. So you no longer have this longing or this desire that is like pushing outwards, because they are you and you recognize that. And so you feel whole and complete. You feel that oneness. And so you don't have this desire to miss them or feel like they're separate from you or anything like that, because you've healed the upset. So when you truly detach by focusing on you, doing your inner work, focusing on the things that feel great to you, I really recommend at this time, if you're not speaking with your twin flame, I would recommend Twin Flame Ascension School. You can find that at twinflamesuniverse.com. I'll link the link below. I am a coach there. I'm a certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe, and I help people heal their blocks, come into harmonious union with their true twin flame. And the other thing that I'd recommend is really getting clear on what your beliefs are, because that is what your twin flame is mirroring to you, what your core beliefs are, because you share the same core beliefs. And so if they're out of alignment with love, guess what they got to do? They got to trigger you and bring that up for you to heal. So it's important that you're focusing on your self-concept. What are your thoughts predominantly throughout the day? I found out by hanging out with my twin flame that he is very attracted to negativity. And at first I was like, there's no way this man could be my twin flame. Like, have y'all met me? And then when I really started to think about my thoughts, there would be times where something would come up and my thought would go straight to the negative thought instead of the positive, loving thought. The negative thought is separation consciousness. The positive, loving thought is oneness consciousness. And I was like, oh my gosh, my twin flame is mirroring to me that my thought process usually goes towards the negativity. So I've been really focused on healing that within myself, getting really clear on my thoughts and my beliefs, and healing that by using the mirror exercise and going to the core of it and figuring out where it came from, and then bringing love to that space and making a new choice. The other thing I'd recommend is having a daily routine for yourself. Y'all, get physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually fit. Y'all, like, this is your time to focus on you. And when you're doing this, you are building a solid, unbreakable foundation for you and your twin flame. And I think a lot of people think like, oh, my twin flame is my romantic partner. This is true. However, that has to be worked up towards. You got to build a friendship. They are your teacher first. They're going to mirror some things to you. And if you're not taking care of you, the things they mirror back to you will not be fun and it will not be enjoyable. This is why a lot of people go into separation, is because there is not harmony there, because there is not harmony within you. In order to come into harmonious union with your twin flame, you got to come into harmony with God, then yourself, then your twin flame. So as you're learning who you truly are, loving yourself perfectly, truly caring for yourself, you will find you will naturally attract your twin flame. You don't got to do anything. They are you. They are attracted to you being the best version of yourself. So detach. Know that you can't, excuse my language, but I'm going to say, you can't fuck it up. You cannot fuck up your union. Believe me. Not that I've tried, but it's happened where I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally fucked this up. No. And even on his end where he has done things and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going, like, I don't even know if I'm going to deal with this again. And then I heal it and I'm like, I love him. Like, it is what it is. I can't deny and help but love him deeper when I truly heal the upset, because I have nothing but gratitude when I realize that he was just helping me heal and helping me see a thing that I could not see. That's the point of your twin flame. They're helping you see you, because sometimes you can't see you. And when you have a mirror in front of you and it's not always fun, then you'll realize that there's some things within you that just needs some tweaking, some shifting. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. That is false. You just got to purify your consciousness. And so continue doing the inner work. If you need more support, please feel free to reach out to me. You'll find my link below. I love helping people just work through their blocks and really becoming the best version of themselves, really stepping into their true power. I work a lot with the divine feminines, but I do have a lot of divine masculines who are out there who are really wanting to come into union with their true twin flame. And so if you feel called to reach out to me, definitely do. You can also find me on the YouTube channel over at twinflamesuniverse.com. I will also link that below. But other than that, I hope this video was helpful. Really work on just focusing on you, truly becoming the best version of you, and you are going to attract everything that you truly desire and more, okay? I love you all. Peace, love, and faith. Take care.